Every time the prisoner sawed through the bars, he would stop after 20 strokes. He'd freeze in place, listening carefully for any sounds nearby. If the guards caught wind of what he was doing, the entire escape plan would be ruined. He and his cellmate took turns, working in shifts, one sawing while the other kept watch. After what felt like an eternity, the metal bars finally gave way. They climbed through the window and dropped into a space that looked like a basement. But every exit was sealed shut with heavy iron doors. Just as desperation began to set in, they noticed a pile of discarded window frames. The bolts on them looked like they could be sawed off and fashioned into a makeshift key. He had barely made 2 cuts when the sound of footsteps echoed above them. They quickly ducked out of sight. Turns out, 2 guards had sneaked down to the basement for a smoke break. The prisoners held their breath, silently praying they wouldn't be discovered. Luckily, the guards stayed near a corner, unaware that 2 inmates were just feet away, hidden in the shadows. As soon as the coast was clear, they jumped back into action. The man finished sawing the bolt and bent it with all his might. At the iron door, he inserted the improvised key, and to their amazement, the lock clicked open with ease. Lighting a kerosene lamp they had smuggled with them, they moved forward and soon located the target they'd risked everything to reach. Heart pounding with excitement, they entered the sewer. But to their dismay, the main tunnel was sealed off with thick concrete. It was impenetrable. However, they discovered that the wall beside it was made with cheap, crumbling cement. With enough effort, it could be scraped away. The man estimated it would only take a few days to dig through. Morning light was already creeping in. Guard inspection was about to begin. They quickly cleaned up the scene, disguised the hole, and rushed back to their beds, pretending to be sound asleep. 3 days passed. Most of the tunnel was now cleared. But just as John was making progress, the entrance suddenly collapsed, burying him in an instant. Panicking, the other man ran to help. The tunnel was packed with rubble, far too much for one person to clear alone. He knew that if he didn't reach John soon, his friend could suffocate. Fueled by desperation, he clawed at the dirt with everything he had. After several frantic minutes, a hand finally emerged from the debris. John had survived. Just as they were about to switch shifts, disaster struck again. The guards arrived for a surprise inspection. Charlie had no choice but to cover the hole with clothing. As the guard approached the cardboard covering the tunnel entrance, everyone in the cell held their breath. At that exact moment, a voice called out from the next cell. Another officer had apparently found something.